This will probably be a slight short video of my tiny point of view, but there's something that I wanted to get out today because I don't know how long it has been up this way, but while going on Amazon to purchase something else, I came across that. But before we get to that, I want to take a look at some of the things that I've picked up in the last couple weeks or even maybe the last couple of months. Now, I don't know if I'm ever going to actually do pickup videos, but I'd just like to show you some things that I have gotten recently. I all know that I've said that I have been pre-ordering all or almost all the Nintendo Switch games that are coming out. There are a couple that I still haven't got, but I have been pre-ordering them constantly on Amazon every time I come across them. One of those games is Wonder Boy. Now, I purchased this game as a limited run copy for the PS Vita, but as soon as I found out it was coming to the Nintendo Switch, I had to have it. I just recently got this week. Happy to have it. I can't wait to play it. Maybe I will break the seal on this and actually play it on the Nintendo Switch because my Wonder Boy for the actually think it was for the PS4, not the Vita, is still sealed. Now that copy, I don't need two copies of it. That will be going up on eBay. I will leave a link in the description down below. Next game is Portal Knights. I don't know much about this game. Just seemed interesting. It looks like it's a game that possibly came out for mobile. Got that recently too. Next is The Longest 5 Minutes. This looks like an RPG. Don't know much about this game either. Probably will be extremely fun on the Nintendo Switch. Next, from Limited Run, you've probably seen this game in my blind box unboxing from Limited Run, and that is Mecho Tales. Cover alone looks pretty interesting. A lot of these games are new to me, and there are some times where Limited Run comes out with games that I never even heard of, so that is definitely a plus. Now, obviously, Limited Run, all those games are digital copies turned physical. For me, it's pretty much going to be playing it for the first time. I got this My Arcade Super Nintendo style controller. They're calling it the Super Gamepad. Now, you all might remember My Arcade as making those little retro handhelds. I have done a video on 2 of those now that are on my channel. We'll leave a link to those in the description down below. I didn't know that they were making controllers. I think there's this one and one other controller, an NES controller. This is mainly meant for the Super Nintendo Classic. I don't have that, but I can possibly use that on the Wii. Who knows if I'll ever get a Super Nintendo Classic, and who knows if I'm even still interested in getting one. I also picked up Island 4 for the NES. This is from VGDB, and they are producing pretty good quality NES games still. This is completely boxed and sealed. Apparently, Island 4 never came to the States. It's nice to have an English translation and a physical copy of that to add to my collection, if I'm even still a collector, but that will be saved for another video. I also picked up 2 things for the channel. I am trying to start getting better equipment. This laptop behind me is starting to take a crap, and I was saving money for a new MacBook Pro, but unfortunately that has now gone to bills. Pesky bills. But I have gotten 2 things for the channel. As you may know, in the beginning of my start on YouTube, I had made a video about a cheap Chinese tripod. It's the TF3110. I said it was a pretty decent tripod. It was really cheap. It was very thin aluminum. Well, that tripod has come to an end. It is, as you can see, in disrepair. The guy that went on top that held your cell phone or even possibly a video camera has broke off. I was holding it together with tape and using a sock to level it. Needless to say, this thing has met its end. So I went on YouTube and finally purchased a fluid head tripod and a Vastar high quality mobile phone clip that goes on top of it. The phone clip itself is made of pretty decent quality. The plastic feels really solid. The tripod itself is a Kingjoy, which obviously, due to the name, you definitely know this thing is Chinese, but it's still made of very good quality. It is heavy. When I took the box out of the Amazon box, it had some weight to it, and the tripod itself does have some weight to it. I'm not going to go too far into it. Maybe I'll leave that for another video. Maybe I'll possibly review this tripod. So far, just at first glance and first touching it, it feels like a pretty solid tripod. Now those are the pickups. Let's get to the point of this video. Now today, while on Amazon, going to purchase something that I wanted for my Nintendo Switch, and that was the J&T wireless controller for the Nintendo Switch. I came across something that excited me, and I had to purchase it, and I'm sure most of you would like to know that as well. Now, the reason I wanted to purchase this controller is, for a long time, I have wanted the Nintendo Switch Pro controller, but that controller was going for far too much. I'm talking $69.99. That is $70 for a controller. It has been in my watch list for forever, and I have not jumped the gun on it because I just did not want to pay $70 for a controller. So I looked at the J&T wireless controller, which I still did purchase today, and I will be testing that out and letting you guys know how that controller fares, because it still is fairly cheap. I think I got it for $32, $33. That's still pretty cheap for a wireless controller for the Nintendo Switch. I came across something that made me excited and made me spend more money. Apparently right now on Amazon, the Nintendo Switch Pro controller has dropped in price. Yes, it dropped in price, and it has dropped to a price that I personally was willing to pay, and that is $49.99 or $49.95. Can't remember the exact price. Obviously, it'll be up on the screen and in the description down below. This controller is now worth getting. I don't know how long this price is going to last. I don't know if it's going to be there for a couple days. I don't know if it's even been there for a couple days already. I just noticed it today, and at $50, it's about time. If you have been looking to get a Nintendo Switch Pro controller, you get it right now. I will leave a link to it in the description down below. It is well worth it. I've wanted it. I'm sure you've wanted it. Jump the gun right now while it's still on sale. I don't know if this price might last forever. I don't know. I highly doubt it. But it is on sale right now, so do click that link and get that controller. If you have any questions, which I doubt you will, this is a pretty self-explanatory video, but you might have some questions about the pickups that I put in here. You might even want to express that maybe I should start doing pickup videos. Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know if you think $50 is finally a fair price that will push you into buying the Pro controller. If you found the information in this video to be of some sort of value, and you might know someone who would be interested in finding out that the price has dropped on the Pro controller, please do share this video amongst friends and the rest of the internet. And as always, if you're interested to see more from the Deem channel, please hit that subscribe button.